Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of Dungeons and Dragons. I am your displaced dungeon master, coming to you live from the coast, and these are our players. We have been through quite a bit. Personally, on screen and off, the queen of this land is dead, and there have been a ton of people who passed out waiting to go see the coffin. We didn't talk about that, everyone. Um, Long live the king. And we're going to continue our adventure because I'm sure it's what Liz would want. And thank you. I'm glad someone laughed. I'm sorry. I amuse myself. We get too deep into British politics in this show.
Do we?
Surprisingly,
Yeah. Yeah, no, we have, yes. Don't drop a comment below. Like and subscribe. Last time, the party met one of my favorite reoccurring characters from my D&D games, one Shemeshka the Marauder. We explored the nuances of her gender identity, and Montella the Jeweler was also there. Um, the Nell lost a container of oil of slipperiness to the pair. You were given a soul coin with the heartless soul of Theodis. To clarify, it is a little ghost figure, not the coin itself, which is speaking there. And I showed it to Travis, and they were very happy. They said I did a good job doing the impression, which is great. You were told that this soul coin should be used in conjunction with the other materials which you have been accumulating. Um, Spear tip from the Bronze Citadel, some kind of memento from Tiamat's dungeon, etc., etc. With a piece of wood from the crossroads to perform a magical ritual. You have been given the scroll, which contains the information on how to perform this ritual, and essentially offered safe haven at La Titea del Diablo, which is a bar that is based on the bar from Dusk Till Dawn. Your party, wanting to preempt any trouble that you might experience later in the evening, decided to go to the fighting arena to fight for the glory of Ogma, as I remember correctly.
Yes.
And the end of the last session, there was like a vortex of sand that obscured your vision, and the final scene, that sand caught fire, which brings us to where we are at present. What you find, very interestingly and defying logic and reason, is that your opponents, the spawn of Tiamat, who are presumably seeking revenge against you for robbing their patron, are turned into glass, while your party companions, Illican, are merely surrounded in a thick sheen of glass. And there are swirling kind of vortex-shaped cones and abstract glass figures that make up the area around the fighting ring. And for a moment, the crowd is silent when they see the state of the arena after the fight. Boos and jeers persist from the whole of the crowd. The dark magicians and dark magician girls are not satisfied. And the various demons, devils, vampire spawns who are the regular patrons of this bar, they begin throwing crushed paper balls and beer cans and that kind of thing into the
This
arena.
was I'm
Uh,
just this was the result of my divine intervention, right? Is that what happened?
yes,
Okay.
yes, it is. So you won't be able to use that again for, I believe it's 7 days.
Correct.
Yes. Um,
That yeah,
and
I'll
it
leave that
was
up to you. I don't know. Fucking days. It's hell. We don't know how days work here.
true. Yeah, time is a bit amorphous, so you're not exactly sure how long that will entail, but yes, that is those are the rules as written, and that is the scope. So you are some little um, oh gosh, what are they called? The imps come and they escort you to the outer stage, and you are returned to the
Before I leave,
Amnesu.
I'm gonna shout some glory to Ogma. What he does not know, I will find out.
You suck!
Glory to Ogma. Yes, he knows these things. I soak it in. I soak it in. I can be the heel.
And so you hear these things and things that are way worse, like things that we probably can't say on YouTube.
Your boos mean nothing to me. I know what makes you cheer.
Very good. Very good.
Giannis
Uh,
learning new slurs every day in hell.
like, oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Never been called that before.
You're all taking it in stride. Janus, I'm sorry, Illichon, you have to kind of crack your companions out of their glass shells, but you're able to do so
Yeah, I'll
rather
come
easily.
up and give the like they're hard boiled eggs, tap them with my mace.
Yeah, just a little ding, 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 ding. And you are brought back to the Amnesu, who telepathically in your head says, it was actually very impressive.
You do not need to qualify it with the word actually.
The spectators here very rarely take the side of the um, challenged party. A party that's not officially aligned with evil, but that was quite the finale. Here, and they hand you three small pouches with 10 platinum pieces.
Ah, I will divvy the pouches.
Oh
Most
my
gracious
goodness.
of you.
Ah, money. I have not had money in some time now.
You are also entitled to a few tokens at the bar. You can exchange these for Gugalaki or tequila, your
Tequila.
choice.
Ba-dum-ba-da-da-dum-ba-ba.
Thank you for your contributions and enjoy your stay at the Devil's Titties.
Sure. You are very amenable for one of your kind, especially one of your station. It is refreshing.
Well, all souls who pass through the place are in some ways beholden, and now that I know what you're capable of, we may very well see each other again.
I hope not. Good day. We have
They
paid our dues when it comes to residing here. Yes, we had to do the fighting, and now we can just hang out, right?
I don't think we necessarily had to do it,
Why did we
but I
have to
mean, it's
fight? We
done now.
we would definitely had to fight.
you were told
It
by
was more of a
Shemet
preemptive strike.
that if you didn't fight, it was likely that people were going to try and murder you in your
Right,
sleep.
right. Yes. Oh yeah. Now I am not worried, and I sit down at a table in the middle of the room.
Yep,
Crowd
and
seemed pretty
I,
upset.
most of the um, most of the patrons of the bar are vampire spawn, though there are some minor devils and some ragged looking humans. Some of them have chains around their wrists or ankles. You can see the incubus who you saw fighting before you on stage doing a striptease with a flaming whip, going up and down this pole in seemingly impossible positions as the band plays a jaunty trumpeted based mariachi song. And an imp comes up to the table. What is it that you guys want?
A flagon of ale for the table, and a bottle of your Blanco.
Do you have irradiated
no.
mercury? By any chance?
You have no taste
Tequila,
buds.
Gugalachi. One or the other.
Is it at least radioactive?
The Guggalaki is, I think it is radioactive,
Oh,
actually.
pleasant. Some of that, please.
I do not know why you would want a drink to be active. I like mine to sit still. Radio or otherwise, whatever that word means.
If it were possible for an impling to roll their eyes, they roll their eyes and
They got eyeballs.
fly away from the table before Nell is able to speak.
Oh no! You can have some of my Guggalaki. Don't worry. Radiation.
Can I make
Like
a
a
check?
whale
To,
of
can I make
ale
a check to
to the
catch
table.
him as he tries to fly away?
Yes, it'll be a contested dexterity check.
Yeah, I snatch at him, but I only roll a 3.
So their tail is a scorpion pincer.
Excuse
and
me.
It pricks at your hand. You take 2 points of piercing damage and 2 points of poison damage.
Oh, if I was another character. Oh, if I was Bast, this would be going way differently. Instead, I pulled my hand back and shook it. I said, "Excuse me." Calling after him.
And they fly off in the direction of the bar, and you can hear the sound of a ticket machine.
I am sorry, friend. I tried to get their attention for your drink. You may have some of my Blanco.
Some of the ale if you're sharing.
I think they said fuck off with the asking about the ale. They said Guggalaki and tequila.
Well, I mean that's part of the course in hell, I imagine.
Can humans have tequila? Are you a human?
I am.
Can
I'm at
humans
half
have
elf
tequila?
actually.
Is it allowed?
What do you mean? Can humans have tequila? They invented it.
I mean I can digest it, so I assume so.
Oh, then have some of that. It's gonna be fine.
Yes, it is like water, just discolored.
I imagine all liquids
Oh,
taste the
keep
same
it.
though.
What are you? I forgot.
Warforged.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No taste buds. Can only drink radiated things.
Radiated. It's so funny.
That's a me thing. I'm adding that in.
Uh-huh.
Like
After a few minutes, as the incubus is stepping down off stage, tons of wilted roses being thrown at their feet. The imp returns with a tray. There is a large carafe of some kind of white liquid, and then there's like a bubbling, frothing small. It almost looks like a barrel, and it's got a little worm that is gyrating and preaching. And there are six glasses, 3 clear ones and 3 like wooden ones that look like they've barely been cleaned. And it sets it down on the table and says, "That's two tokens."
I give over my tokens if I have enough. If not, then I contribute mine.
Given 2 tokens. And this seems like enough. 6 glasses, so there's enough for everyone at the table.
I'm going no. Oh. Nell is going to awkwardly like pick up one of the glasses and just sort of like sniff it because she doesn't trust this liquid.
The glasses are empty. You have to kind of put it.
Oh, the carafe maybe then.
Yeah. Which one?
I think you said there was like a white liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take the white liquid and you hold it up to your nose and you sniff it. It is, let me see. Roll a nature check.
25.
So underneath the notes of what I would consider just like pure acetate, maybe paint thinners, whatever the equivalent in the magical world is, you are actually able to discern that this is the most well-preserved liquid that you have seen while you're in hell. And actually, underneath the just the rancid rancor of tequila that's obviously been left out too long, you almost get this hint, the smell of some kind of flower. You think that this might be like an orange blossom tequila or something like that, and it seems curiously out of place in somewhere like this. Your intuition tells you that it must have something to do with the patronage of Shemeshka the Marauder, everything that you've heard by Illican, that she is sort of a trader of magical goods, and that she manipulates even sort of powers within the city of Sigil through blackmail, etc., etc. You think that it would probably have something to do with her, and that it is only through her that this tequila is here at all.
I am satisfied with my investigation, and I will pour some into one of the cleaner looking cups or glasses we now have.
The glasses seem pristinely clean, as if they were taken from a box. But the mugs, on the other hand, are gruesome.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use the mug. I'll just pour it into one of the glasses. Just have a sip.
You have a sip, and you cough a little bit at first. But wouldn't you know it? It's tequila.
Oh yeah, I make sure everyone's got a glass, and before you put it to your lips, I say no, tisk.
Well, I sniffed it. It was good.
Hold your jowls. Hold it aloft, and repeat the words. Salute ala la Knigraya.
Salute.
He goes through this long local cheer that is impossible to pronounce. But each time I say, very good.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Plays a voice recording of it. Like, just...
I'm thinking is...
And then you rub the glass on top of your head. And then you kiss the glass. You give it a whiff of your underarm. And you down it as fast as possible.
Jesus.
This is not how we drink where I am from. You are silly. Ha 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 ha. Oh, my internet. My internet. What's happening? Hold on. Um. One sec. Nothing! I'm just as irritated as you are! Oh. Nothing, I'm more frustrated than you are about it.
certain point removed where it works, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. We'll give you a second to get your screen set up and stuff.
Why do I look like this right now? I think it's the lighting. Thank you. I need a ring light. Maybe if I turn up my screen brightness, they will work.
Okay. Everything is set up again. I don't know. Yeah, no. The last thing, I don't know if y'all heard me. The last thing I said after the cheers was, "Ha ha ha ha! This is not what we do where I live. You're all foolish."
Yeah.
And
we had a.
After you all have your shot, a feeling of deja vu comes over the group of you, as maybe it's reminiscent of a time that you had earlier in your adventures that was more innocent, say before you got to hell. You're reminded of simpler times and better memories.
We need to leave this place.
Yes, it's nice to visit, but I don't like staying.
I do not agree with the first statement, but the second one, yes.
There are several trumpets that you hear from behind the stage, and some curtains open, and a woman in a long yellow dress comes out and begins doing another performance. She's got something of like a white afro and a number of what look like emaciated servant men in chains. She's kind of pushing down in various capacities and walking over as she begins a very scandalous striptease. You're under the impression that this is like a cabaret bar.
Yes.
Crown.
Wonderful. This place is hell. They try to distract us with these things. Well, why are we here again? What do we need to do? We don't need to drink at a bar. This isn't our quest.
We need to hit a Balrog. And
watching a titty show is not what I came to do.
Yeah, the woman who is doing this performance seems just on the later side of middle age, but you think that it might be a like makeup or something like that. And as you are looking at her and seeing this performance, the incubus who was on stage walks by with their whip around their shoulder, and it says, "Oh, she's quite the scandalous one, a new arrival." And I would like all of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh no.
Do not attempt to tempt me, incubus.
17.
19.
21.
And none of you are affected by this. And the incubus says, "I was just trying to get my good tips. Don't mind me. Enjoy the show."
I won't even give you the tip.
Is that... Are they doing innuendos?
Yeah, was that you?
I have had enough of this place. I down the other glass of tequila and I stand up.
Lucky continues to bubble on
no
the
reason. I have no reason to be here. I do not believe we do either. We have things to do. In fact, I have sleep to have. I am wounded from my battle.
Oh, yes.
So I get up and I go anywhere else but this place.
May I make a request before you leave?
Sure.
You know that the... Oh, go ahead.
Well, the way they said that if you do the fighting pit, it means people are less likely to attack you in your sleep, I'm not necessarily sure if I buy it.
Yeah, I feel like... I feel like we're more likely to be tacked off to that show.
Yes, come, we shall watch each other sleep in turns.
And sorry, what were you saying about standby?
When I'm on standby mode, I'm quite aware of my surroundings. Actually, I think I could help you.
Ah, yes, good.
Also, you feel a little wobbliness in your knees because of the tequila right to your heads. You realize that you haven't really been eating a very consistent or substantial diet, and you are drunk.
I've had no plutonium for days. Oh my.
No is gonna like flop towards the incubus and be like, it was lovely meeting you, and then just like flop away and let's go get food, let's eat.
Don't get to make a con save or anything. We're just drunk. I'm a pretty big guy.
You're all on like an empty stomach. For this point, it won't have any mechanical disadvantages or anything like that. You just feel drunk. And you can hear people in the background yelling, "Yes, Queen! Yes, Queen!" As the performance continues on.
I'm walking out the door.
Can be.
Helicon does not want to be here.
Yeah, alcohol hits everyone differently. Some people become sociable, and some people become a little bit less so.
This is a den of depravity. In hell. I don't like it, and I'm leaving.
It's a very nice den of depravity, though.
And that's the scary part. We are in hell, and there is something that is nice that you think it is a trick.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you may be right.
I mean, there's always worse places to end up.
There are not.
That the vampires definitely wanted to eat all of you.
Even me? I mean, metal.
They could sharpen their teeth on you.
Oh God!
Use you for scrap, maybe. Beverage dispenser.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a vending machine. Yeah. I say we sleep, and I watch you guys sleep in like a cool way, though, not in a weird way. Giannis is a robot.
Sure. You do you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can tell Giannis
is there a place that we have?
BPM.
Is there a place that we have bedrooms, or do we just need to go out and lay on the dirt?
There are rooms, and for the sake of, we can say that you all can see the Amnesu having a furtive conversation at the bar. He points over to the group of you, and an imp comes by and flies and says, "You've been put into room 101. Here, keys. Take it."
Thank you. You seem very important around here.
Basement suite. Cool. You're welcome to enjoy the lava pits, hot tubs.
Thank you.
Take that under consideration.
Cool. All right. I guess we go to room 101 then.
As you are walking away, you can just overhear the imp say, "Hope you fucking fall in your death."
You too. And Nell just runs away up the stairs. Or to wherever this is. Wherever she thinks it is.
Oh, down the stairs. No, down here.
Yeah, the upstairs is toward the lava room.
Can I go into the lava room?
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I'm asking for myself, not as like a party thing. Sorry, I shouldn't have.
Do you have resistance to fire damage?
I'm sure I could turn into something that does. You know what I mean? I can turn into a lot of things.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what you see if you go in there, but it's a bit gross. Okay. You can see that incubus along with some other creatures, demonic and otherwise, that are having something like imagine a dark orgy, I suppose.
No.
Oh God. Oh. Whoa.
Yeah. And you sort of avert your eyes, and the door slams behind you.
Curse my ability to see in the dark. Oh.
It is rather dark. There are a lot of folds, gross creatures.
I like to imagine you also have X-ray vision, so you can just see through your hands.
My eyelids don't help at all.
There are little circles that open up through your hand.
Oh God! We go to our room as quick as possible after that. Like,
Don't blame you.
Cool. So, what's room 101 like?
It is mostly made out of metal. The walls are made out of metal. The floor is hard cement. There are no beds. There are no cots. It's basically just an empty, blank room. There are very obvious peepholes built into the walls, and you can see that the only discernible feature besides these obvious peepholes is a tall portrait of Shemeshka the Marauder, dressed, we'll say it's like there's that very famous painting of the Battle of Waterloo, except it's Shemeshka.
It's so funny. Like with her hand in the pocket too. Like,
Yeah.
I like to imagine that it is that painting that she has painted herself over and into. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
It's the original.
Mhm.
I also like the idea that Giannis like turns it around, and on the other side is like just another picture of Shemeska. Like, just like, oh,
Yeah, it's this
And even more
picture
intense.
not safe for work.
yeah.
It's
This is hell. Oh God.
it's Shemeshka crossing the river, George Washington crossing the river on Christmas.
The Delaware.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different patriotic Shemeshka picture. I
Yeah.
love that.
She's playing both sides. Either way, she comes out on top.
Yeah.
But yes, as we settle into our barren room, I lay a blanket across the floor.
Cold.
Hmm?
It's a cold floor.
Yeah, I lay my blanket across the floor. I pull out a block of incense. I lay out the blanket. I kneel on it as if like it's a prayer rug. I set a block of incense out. I pull out my censer. I light the incense with my tinderbox. Light a candle. Light my censer. Start doing some chanting and walking around the perimeters of the room, swaying my censer back and forth.
There's very little circulation in this room, so within a couple of minutes at that, it becomes very.
I crack the door open during the ritual.
I don't need to breathe.
Fine.
But this is this is necessary. Trust me.
Giannis is just watching, like, wow, just like impressed, you know.
Nell has laid down her bedroll and is getting ready to go to bed. She's clutching a dagger as well, just in case.
Every now and again, you can see a pair of eyes in the wall or in the painting, Scooby-Doo style, looking in.
Fuck that. What? I walk up to the painting and I try pulling it off the wall. I know we just talked about that a moment ago, but I'm gonna actually do that.
Yeah, you're able to do that, and there's nothing behind the painting. The peoples that are in the wall are there on their own, and it looks as if the eyes of Shemeshka are moving, but there's nothing apparently behind it. And when you pull the painting off of the wall, one second, one second.
I raise my 2 fingers to Three Stooges the whole boink. Just like stick my 2 fingers and poke whoever in the eyes.
And you hear the sound of screeching and the dissolution of a figure. It almost sounds as if someone is being turned into dust.
You killed him!
Well, fine. And then I stuff 2 candles into the holes and melt them down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
How weak was he?
I don't know. How strong are my fingers?
Yeah, there's it's a scream that gets quieter.
Like they're falling off a cliff. Just like, what's on the other side of the wall?
Yeah, so yeah, I plug up the holes with wax. And then I put the painting back. It does a nice painting.
Which side do you put it on? The Napoleon or the Washington?
The Washington side.
Okay, so you flip it. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so once I'm done with my ritual and all that, I stand by the door and I waft the door open and closed a few times to kind of get a little bit more air in the room, get a little bit of the smoke out.
A vampire spawn standing outside of the room, and they
I step outside.
Can we come in?
No, you may not. No. No, you may not.
Oh, who
and
is
they
it?
look disappointed, and they go off down the hallway.
Close the door.
Is that
Oh, no, just some vampires.
Oh.
Only that the ones you really trust in.
Yeah, so when Janos goes into like fucking standby mode, they just kind of like sit down in a lotus position, like lean their head forward, and then the room just fills with this like kind of like dim blue light. I guess.
I like
No, it's like a laser scanning.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
I was thinking of like those constellation projectors,
like the one on, like the one I have on behind me.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You hear like a deep thrumming though, like a kind of like the distant sound of a washing machine going off. You know.
Oh, I like that. That is nice.
Well, I mean, your sensors let you know that there are probably definitely creatures who are hanging out behind the walls. It's like ambient noise. You can't. They're there.
Yeah, I'll only like alert the dudes when if they make a move really. Otherwise, it's like pretty much safe to sleep. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. By the way, just no one ever brings this up, but I'm gonna be a good player. I doff my half-plate armor before I go to sleep so I can get a good night's rest. And I put on my vestments. I did that like before the ritual.
It's fine.
Like the big like floppy hat and like the robes. Little candle.
They're vestments, not a nightgown. They're a nightgown.
So,
but
my headcanon is that Nell is like can sleep just about anywhere, even probably standing up. So she is already asleep by this point, has missed all of this. But she's also a very light sleeper as well.
Suspiciously, but she's just asleep.
What is Nell again, race-wise?
A half elf.
Right.
And yeah, a ranger. I changed it during the planning stages. I decided to be somewhat interesting.
Yeah.
I love half elf. They're so cool.
Yeah.
among the cutest races.
Oh.
And you sleep rather poorly. You have nightmares, each of you. You could describe them or not, but that is the case.
I'm just reliving being in that bar downstairs.
Yeah, in your head, you're just like still there watching this.
And it's not that Illican is
down in a white afro doing a sexy dance.
Yeah. And it's not that Illican is like a prude. It's that we're in hell, and he doesn't trust a place where people seem to be, in one way or another, like having a good time. That just is obvious to him of a trap, of something to lure people in, to make them think that they are in a bit of a nicer place in hell, when it is just a place that's going to suck them in even deeper into its clutches.
In the background, you hear, "Yes, Queen."
No is back in Shemeshka's office, and it's slowly filling with the oil of slipperiness. And it's like he's pouring out of the bottle.
Oh, no.
And was like, "Montello, do something about this."
Giannis is like just in this really dingy room surrounded by like 4 to 5 different like vending machines, and they're all having the most boring conversation about vending machine stuff.
And the sound is not even speaking, it's just a sound of vending machines.
Yeah, but but like Janus understands it. It's like, oh, stop talking about springs. No.
It's like water cooler conversation at the office.
Right, if the water coolers could speak, it's really bad.
And you wake startled.
Super Collider, I hardly know her.
Yeah.
And then they invented the Super Collider.
That's great.
And then I do the same praying ritual when I wake up.
You open the door, you can see the same vampires hanging out.
No. No, you may not enter. Do not ask again. You may watch, I suppose, and I start praying to Agma. You may not enter, but I can't stop you from looking into the doorway because I'm leaving it open. It's gonna get smoky in here.
So
you can also see that the wax part, the wax peephole, the peepholes that have the waxen parts that are pushed out and they've fallen onto the ground.
What can you do?
What can you
More next time.
Jones is gonna say goodbye through the peephole, just like, I hope you had a good evening.
I
don't think we'll meet again. Goodbye.
I finish up my ritual, spend the minute or two, I think, that it takes to put on my armor, pick up my candles from the ground, look at the peepholes, get real close, look into them, back off, turn around, pretend I'm about to walk away, and then I spin back around and go boop again into the peepholes with my fingers.
And you can hear a sound that says, "For Agma!" As the same solution. And it sounds like whatever figure was behind there is being turned into dust or
don't you dare petrified wizard me again, you son of a bitch. You remember? Oh yeah, I'm just good. No, yeah. You remember the petrified wizard?
Yes, I remember the petrified wizard.
Don't you dare turn around something trivial on me.
That it's a random magical discharge and it almost sounds as if the figure is compelled in some capacity to say what it is that they say.
Oh, I thought you were saying that there was a servant of Ogma, like, watching over my shoulder through the wall or something.
Like a devil of one sort, whose final words are, "This is for Ogma."
Trying to, like, save himself.
Like they martyred themselves or something. Yeah.
Do I think they were doing this to spite me, or do I think that was someone sent by Ogma?
Oh God, I'm sure he was like.
Check.
Insight.
Yep.
Oh wow, I'm really good at that. 17.
Your continued belief is that it is some kind of magical compulsion, as if you channeled the spirit of Ogma yourself through this ritual, and that was it was almost like you're performing the ritual the purification ritual when you were waking up. It was like you were your feet against the carpet generating static electricity, and it discharged when you
I look at my fingers. I'm like, I have been doing this sleep and morning ritual since I was a boy, but never have I boiped anybody in the eyes at the end of it. I could have saved so many people. I could have given them to Ogma.
Bit of a weird conclusion to come to, but okay.
Weird conclusion. I could be saving people's souls with my fingers.
God, Giannis holds out a hand to Nelly, and on it is like the text, like, "We need to go." He's acting weirder and weirder by the second.
I mean, honestly,
all I will say is phrasing. A lot of innuendo seems to be going around here. Yeah, please stop.
Some girlfriends of mine would attest.
I don't understand what you are speaking about, but also I would say that this is not surprising for Ilid Khan. You've been traveling with him for a while, and he is very devout and will, do anything he can to turn someone who worships a lower deity to at least try and convert them towards Ogma. And if I can do that with these fingers, even if they are not willing, they do not know what is best for them.
They might not think it at first, but after they get a little taste.
I don't know why you are making these faces. You never take my religion seriously.
You should poke me tomorrow morning. I want to see what it's like.
I've never poked a Warforged.
Would you finger me? Would you poke me?
With vigor.
Thank you.
I love the idea of the vampires just in the hallway watching this.
Please don't tell me they're like digging in their pants.
Oh, no. We will not say.
I think they think we're weird. They don't want our blood after this.
A little weirded out.
Oh, would you like a boy?
They find your religious talk distasteful, and they leave you to it.
Good luck getting blood.
Okay, I thought my internet was dying again. Somebody say something?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No, I think it was just a little glitch.
Cool. Disturbance in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we need to go to continue our quest? I'm so sick of being in this place.
You're understanding.
Well, we need to find Merit.
Let's go then. I want to be adventuring. I'm sick of this inn.
My understanding of the geographic layout is that you need to head due east from where you are.
I equip my half plate.
Would we like to perhaps see if we can rent a horse?
Rent a horse? Where do you think we are?
I don't know. Maybe someone will give us a horse.
A horse-like equivalent.
I suppose we shall try.
I mean, I can be a horse. It just feels wrong.
You don't see any stables inside the bar, especially as you're leaving, but you can make a perception check to see if you notice anything else which may be beneficial to you in this capacity.
Oh, I have +9 of those. I should do that.
Ooh, I only got 9.
24.
Jeez.
Just give me 1 second. I
am impaired by the alcohol from last night.
You still feel a little drunk because you're soft skin. 1 second. 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. That's perfect. So you can see a number of figures who seem to be standing guard. There's an outpost building near the bar itself, La Titea del Diablo, and these figures are standing guard around it, and it looks like you can see someone either just pulling in or just pulling out on some kind of mechanical steed or something the equivalent. It has 2 handles and 2 wheels, almost like a bicycle, but it's motorized and shooting out black smoke from the end of it. And you can tell that there is a whole store of them here in that building.
Whoa.
Maybe we want a motorcycle.
Whoa.
Oh, wait.
What's
Janus's opinion on motorcycles?
An infernal engine of some kind.
Yes.
Unreal Engine.
Interesting.
Yes.
So we gonna go for it?
Yeah, we walk up to the purveyor of devil's rides.
There is no purveyor. There are only these horned devils who are there standing out the outside, and they swarm as you begin making your way to the entrance. There are 4 of them, and they say, "Hey, no soft skins."
I assure you,
my species of you.
I assure you, my skin is as tough as it needs to be. We would like to acquire a set of these machines.
Infernal Riders. Shemeshka gives you permission, or you don't get to ride.
Oh.
Well, fortunately, we're on a mission for Shemeshka.
Yes.
What's the name on the list?
I'm sorry.
Got a list. People wrote these out. I'm just don't fucking worry about it. You guys aren't on the list. I'm telling you now.
I mean, you're making a lot of assumptions here.
You're going to make us.
We might be on the list.
In and out of this place, and this isn't just to rent out for tourists. These are expensive gears. There's a blood war going on. We got to keep track of these things, and we're just here to defend it. They don't go out unless the proper owner is taking it.
Would
can we see this list to confirm that we're not on the list?
There is no list.
Okay. Why would you mention a list then? It's just I'm getting a bit confused here. There seems to be crossed wires.
No, may I? Like, Giannis is gonna activate his eyebrow sensor, and you're gonna hear like a little as his eyebrows raise, and he's like, "Now, would a Benjamin Franklin help this situation? How many of them would?"
I don't know who that is.
He invented platinum coins, I think.
They confer among each other and say, your gold's not worth anything here. We deal in soul coins and powers beyond. Unless you can... Well, there's not really a feasible way that we're going to let you into this repository.
You seem so confident.
Yeah, I mean, you must be in contact with Shemeshka. If she can vouch for us, you can just ask her.
Bring a contract.
Oh.
Or get the fuck out.
What are these creatures?
They're horned devils. They are
How many of
Malabranch.
How many of them are there?
There are 4 of them.
And are we certain Shemeshka didn't give us anything, like a contract?
100% yes.
Okay.
But she did give us this job to go somewhere and
I mean,
kill
it
a
seems like an
Balrog?
oversight on her
Is that our
part.
job? We need to go somewhere and kill a Balrog?
Oh, yes, you were told
yeah.
that.
What is our
ideally-
job? What are we doing?
Yes. So you have 2 tasks in front of you, essentially. The first one is, your main quest, we'll say, is to go to the crossroads to take some of the items that you have so far acquired and perform a magical ritual to bring back some ne'er-do-well adventurers who have gotten away from their destinies. That's
Right.
your main quest. Your
Right.
side quest was to go to the pit where the dark creature, you're not sure what her identity is, Maris, resides, and to land a single blow that might be useful for other adventurers. And there's also a genie's bottle at the bottom of her lair that you were told to retrieve and bring back to Shemeshka after having done the ritual. At the end of this process, I should say at the end of this exchange, if you bring the genie back, Shemeshka will bring you back to your homeland of Farhaven and your companions.
What are the items we need to bring to the crossroads?
You have them all already. It includes the stuff that you've already been carrying. Just give me 1 second. You have... It is you have the soul coin with Theodos's soul. You have a bronze spear tip from the Bronze Citadel. Something that you took from Tiamat. I can't seem to find the list, but I do know it's here somewhere. Diamond Dragon Claw, a tip of the spear from the Bronze Citadel, your soul coin with Theodos, and the last piece that you need is wood from the crossroads.
Theodos soul coin, wood, crossroads, and what?
Diamond Dragon Claw and a spear tip from the Bronze Citadel, which you've already acquired.
Got it.
You have everything except for the wood from the crossroads at this point, which is where you're headed.
Can I try and intimidate them?
Oh my god, you still want the bike? Are we gonna have
still want the bike?
I kind of want... But when I see you start squaring up, I put a hand up like, hold on. We will go get this contract. Wink at you two. Let's just step aside from them for a moment and have a talk.
2 of them stand squarely guard, and the other 2 begin flying in the air and making a perimeter around the outpost.
Okay. We could go ask Shemeshka and go through a whole rigmarole of getting a contract and then doing something else for her for that contract. But I think Ogma needs me to have these machines.
Oh, Ogma does.
Yes. Yes, Ogma wants to know about these machines. He wants knowledge of how it feels to ride them, and I can give that to him firsthand. Also, these are devils, and Ogma has no qualms with me squashing devils with little reason.
Well, I wouldn't usually, but if Ogma needs it for you, then and
Ogma
that's what you
needs
want.
me home.
You
Nelly,
can
do you
bear
have a
in
reason?
mind this is not too far from the bar, but far enough away that if you caused a stir and didn't make too much noise, you feel like you may be able to get away with it.
So we go in quiet and we do a bit of
We're going to have to figure out how to
sneaky, sneaky.
operate the machines. I do not even.
Ooh.
I do not even know how to turn it on.
Interesting.
What I really wanted to do, what I will not because it is foolish and very far fetched, is I wanted you to distract one while I spend a minute dragging my foot across the ground around him and dropping holy water and powdered silver, trying to make a magic circle, and then I would need another, hour for which to planar bind one of them and have them, just as a guide and to do our bidding and tell us how to run the machines. But it would take an hour and a minute to bind one of these creatures, and we would have to get them alone. And just saying that. Yeah, exactly. Perhaps we squash 3 and then bind another. It would take so long, though. It's a really bad idea. I'm just saying I have these abilities.
We'll definitely keep that in mind, but I feel like we're at risk of drawing some unwanted attention if we stay here much longer.
Yes, of
Than
course.
necessary.
Also moved sufficiently away from the two guards to have this conversation.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Good. I'm sorry if you didn't pick that up.
Well, if we want to fight, I guess I could summon I can summon some fae.
Well, perhaps. I kind of. Okay, what I want to do is I kind of want to stake out the area to see if anyone operates one, just to like get a feel of like how they work, and then once we like know how to use it, perhaps we can just try and covertly maybe we don't have to fight. We can just get to the bikes and get on them and go. Conversely, I know we could take out these 4 fuckers. It's just if we would draw attention, I don't know how mad other people would be. It is hell. You know what I mean? People kill each other here. Devils kill each other here.
Okay, so I will.
Well, I'm discussing with the party. That's what do y'all think of that plan?
Sorry.
Might work.
It makes a lot of sense. Do
you want to? So yes, if we'll try and find a location out of sight to covertly just stake out the where they are storing them, to see if anybody operates one.
This is perfect. So we'll say that actually it's not just like open space between where the main bar is and this outcropping, that there's like a little, it's a series of plateaus, or like a dark hill, I guess you would say, something like that, like a cliff with other small cliffs where you could conceivably hide and spy on this outpost without drawing attention to yourself. And the group of you, following your intuition, go up there, and within, we'll say 20 minutes, 30 minutes of hell time passes. A terrible voice in your head persists discouragingly. But eventually you see a group of 3 riders and they appear to be I'm trying to think of they are like dragonborn. Yeah, we'll say that they're dragonborn, that they're dressed in flaming regalia, and they have helmets with a little fire on them, and they begin making their way up to the road. The mala branches begin opening up the gates, and could the three of you make perception checks? Or
Yeah, I mean, specifically, I wanted to like observe them as they're getting on the bikes and what they do to the bikes.
they're driving into the.
Oh, they're
They're not.
arriving.
They're arriving.
Got it.
Yes.
I got
Ooh.
a 22.
26.
15.
Good. All of you are able to tell and discern that so it's shaped like a motorcycle, and so there are the bars, and then there's the kind of middle area with the body in front of the seat. And at that part, there appears to be some kind of swirling vortex of energy or something like that. And you can see, especially you, Illican, with your sharp focus, what looks like a little button or a little lever, depending on the bike, that you believe would be the way to turn it on. Your understanding of how it operates and how much like the mechanical functions are a little bit aloof, but it appears to be some kind of complicated engine process.
I'm not an engineer. I'm not trying to go that far. I'm purely just seeing, oh, he pokes that and it turned off. Okay. Like,
yeah. You are probably also able to see that as one of them begins to park, they poke one of these levers or buttons, and I think that is about the extent you'll be able to discern. They park inside.
Whereabouts are they in relation to us?
So you are up on this little cliff plateau area, and they are driving through this winding road toward the outpost or mechanical stable parking lot, what we would say car park in the UK. And yeah, you can just see one getting off of their bike and turning it off as the doors close.
They don't remove anything from the bike?
Nope.
Okay, I don't know. Well, now there's four horned devils and these dragonborn in there. The fight just got a little more dangerous.
The dragonborn begin making their way toward the bar.
Oh, okay.
Let me just do a little check.
Is there what I'm thinking is they must have a contract somewhere on their person. Is there any way we could steal their contract?
That's not a bad idea. I'm not really good with the sneaking and pulling things from people's pockets.
If someone was to distract one of them and like maybe we strike up a conversation.
You can see that one of them is pointing toward the group of you, and the other two dragonborn seem really nonplussed by this. One of them actually bonks their companion, pointing at you on the head, and they begin getting in an argument, continuing to walk closer and closer to you. But you can tell that one has their eyes fixed on the group of you three.
Okay, I stand up and start walking towards them.
Janus will too. You're gonna have to be our sneaker, my good friend. Is that okay?
Okay. I will kind of like duck behind Janus and Illican, just to try and like use their size to hide me a little bit.
Make a check.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Oh,
Can I give advantage with my big distracting metal body?
I have scale mail on, so I have a bit of a disadvantage.
It'd probably be easier if I turned into something. I can turn into a giant octopus. That will help.
I only have 3. Why was that? Okay, that was very bad. I need to find something other than scale mail to wear.
Does it give you disadvantage or
Yeah,
anything?
yeah. Heavier armor.
It does, yeah.
Give you disadvantage on stealth because they're clinky and heavy, difficult to sneak in.
I see.
Otherwise, I think that would have been like a 14. It knocked it right down.
What is your roll?
What'd you get?
I think it was just 3.
Yeah.
Can I give you advantage on that because I'm big and helping you hide?
We'll say that distraction, that it evens out, and you can take that 14.
Okay.
So you can hear the clank, 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 clank of some armor in the background, but the two of you nonetheless go with much distract as you can, and you can hear one of the Dragonborn say, "Hey, see, I told you, man, you guys don't listen to me."
Yes, we saw you waving at us. We were just having a relaxing time sitting on the hillside. Is there something you needed, Dragonmen?
Yes, I love your clothes. Where do they come from?
And they look at you a little bit confusedly. We're just stopping for the night. We're scoping out the area. We are here on a report. What am I gonna?
You're not devils. It's no, you're not devils. We're not devils. That's interesting. We can relate.
At any point, can I do a perception check to try and like figure out which one might have it, or do I just go in with the sleight of hand?
Well, you're.
By the way, I'm not a rogue anymore, so this might be interesting.
This is clumsy.
Wonderful.
I don't have that plus 12 anymore.
You're continuing to make your way around for the moment.
Where did you get those bikes?
We took them off a useless hag, Mad Mag.
Ah, yes, hags, the worst. They are very interesting machines. How do you turn it on?
Just a button.
Oh, just a button. It doesn't have a fuel.
It runs on soul coins.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I got many of those, do you?
Well, we managed to steal quite a few from Mad Maggie.
Oh, I really wish I had more soul coins. Soul coins are great around these places. So useful. I really wish I had more soul coins.
Which point do I go in?
You know, I don't think Leo would appreciate us dawdling on our mission. We're really trying to get some serious information.
Leo?
You guys
don't know Leo.
I know we don't.
Oh
no.
Yes, I do wish we could have some soul coins.
What's the exchange rate on soul coins to platinum coins? Because we have a lot of platinum coin. A lot of
well, we do have a few extra soul coins, maybe for 10 platinum pieces. We could exchange one.
Ooh.
10 to 1, you say?
They're very valuable.
They are indeed very useful.
What can you get with one soul coin? Could you get perhaps
You could turn on a bike.
Janice is gonna gesture for like Nelly to hurry up.
Well, yes, you could. Well, we just learned you could turn on a bike with a soul coin.
I've just done a sleight of hand. I got 18.
18?
Yes. And that was with a +1 on my modifier. That was a very good roll.
Just give me 1 second. So one of them does know that you are around, but they can't see you immediately, so they're gonna have advantage. Oh, this is wonderful. So you have your hand inside their pocket, and you have the contract literally in your hand. Like you're just
Contract.
digging into
Oh.
the satchel, and you can feel a loose piece of paper, and you grab it, and then you see the Dragonborn uh, grab their hand around your wrist, and they say, "Oh shit, boys, we got a live one!" And I guess that we need to roll initiative.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
10.
16.
21.
If you could just put it in the chat.
Easy, everybody. I do try and like let out a word to attempt to de-escalate. Hopefully, whoever goes first is a talker and not a swinger.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that because I was literally about to be like, fucking, like, I dropped my level
No,
17.
you do what you want, but no one's swung any weapons yet, and we're good people. We are not the first to swing fists, even though we may be the first to pick pockets.
Okay.
I was also going to go for the talking option, and I was going to try and like flirt my way out of it, pretend that I fell.
I have
put my hand into the bag as I fell.
You know that Illican is magically adept at diffusing. He always goes for diffusing situations first before swinging, unless we're dealing with devils. But these are not devils; these are dragonborn men.
Do I hold my action, or do I summon something that will give us an advantage?
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. That's a little meta. Do what you want with your turn, but Illican is like, oh, wait, oh.
I think that would like definitely be
Illican saying that, but it is your turn. Janus. You can see that the Dragonborn are going for their weapons.
I think Janus is going to hold their action for like blood to be drawn, but like in the meantime, they'll hold their hands up. Like, no, fine. That's just my sneaky friend.
So you want to hold it? You want to hold it until after somebody makes an attack?
Yeah, like the moment after blood is drawn, that's like that's when I react and like drop the druid nuke, turn into a giant octopus, and just fuck them up.
So your action is if people begin getting aggressive to turn into an octopus.
I'm not turning into an octopus.
No, he's saying he's going to hold his turn. He will go the turn after somebody attacks. He will take his turn. The turn, like instead of having a 21 initiative, he's gonna bump it down to below whatever.
To just after the first blood, if there is.
That's what holding usually does.
It's not really how holding usually works, is it?
You might be thinking of readying an action, like where you prepare a specific action, but there have been, maybe not in this campaign, but there have been situations where like I will hold my turn. I will take a lower point in the initiative order, because think about that, like realistically, people standing around, you have the first go, but you're like, I'm gonna step back, wait a few seconds for something to happen, and then just like take your turn there. It's taking a lower initiative.
I can take my action if you want. Like, Giannis could do something kind of inconspicuous.
I think readying an action and holding your turn are different things. And usually
that's what I mean. I'm gonna hold my turn.
Yeah.
The action I likely would take would be to fuck them up. If you want me to be more specific, I can.
Please.
Okay, so I would first like roll to determine what kind of are probably turn into something that can counter it. So like several beasts I have can do fire. If they're resistant to fire, then I'll do something that is better at just fucking grabbing someone.
They are red dragonborn. You know that they are resistant to fire.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so I would like hold my action, but specifically if blood is drawn, then I would turn into a giant constrictor snake and grab one of them and try and incapacitate them.
Okay, at the very least, you could turn into that and use your movement to try and grapple them.
It's a feature. I have I do it as a quick action. So
how exciting. That's wonderful.
It's good.
Yes, so we'll say that is your readied action. I just looked it up, and I don't think that you can exactly change your initiative.
I didn't know we were playing. So, by the rules, you do things by the seat of your with the seat of your pants all the fucking time. I didn't know we were. Sorry.
True. That's fair, but if that's what you were gonna do, then this makes sense anyways, and you will be able to execute that in the event. Fair?
Yeah, no, yeah. And you're right, there isn't that in 5th edition. I just know we don't strictly play by 5th edition's rules all the time.
Yeah, it's true. That is the case. I'm just trying to keep track of all the variables. Illican, it's your turn.
I say, whoa, no. You are misunderstood, and I cast Calm Emotions.
Cool. Roll a D100 for me.
Right. $39.
Oh. Wonderful. And you can see that that an aura of calm overtakes the 3 dragonborn, and they are like, yeah. Oh, get down. Oh, my goodness, you look dirty. Come, get up. And the dragonborn that you are pickpocketing, Nell, begins to pull you up.
Well, I think it's very kind of you.
I guess this is a bit like a misunderstanding. They are charmed.
1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, it only lasts for a minute. Just say I cough. 1 minute.
Well, I suppose we must be getting on our way. I don't want to keep you any longer. But thank you. I'm so sorry about this.
Make this exchange, soul coins for platinum.
Yes. I think we should each take a soul coin. We should each give them the money we just got and take a soul coin.
Yeah, perfect.
I thought we only had 10 platinum.
No, we each have 10 platinum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
They say, well, where are manners? And we'll say that we're out of initiative for the moment.
Okay.
And they say, well, my name's Arjak. This is Drukus, and that is Killick.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. We are really very busy, though. Here's our money if we could take the soul coins.
I had a best friend called Killick once.
Service of a mighty fire elemental named Leo, who is looking around. You wouldn't happen to have known anything about these adventurers?
No, I can't say we have. We really got to get going, though.
Are they talking about us?
No. We gotta go. We need to go. Thank you.
We're actually about to go look for some missing adventurers, if it has something to do with that.
Maybe it is related. Do they have a little tiefling named Theodis with them? There was also, I believe, let me see who Leo would know. I think that it would be
Can we pull out the coin quickly in hopes of diffusing this?
And a minute passes. They begin talking as you're like going away, but the charm continues past the point at which you think that it would. Because they can, if you walk away from them, they actually go with you. Like, no, we're actually on a mission. If you have any information, it could be really helpful.
I will pull out the soul. Oh, I will pull out the soul coin, and I don't know who has it. Maybe Illican has it.
Illican
But I
has
feel like
Theodis.
I don't think
Or
Illican
maybe
would pull out the soul coin.
Illican definitely wouldn't.
don't we know someone called by that name?
Why would
Illican.
Why would we tell these people that?
Are you saying we don't know anyone called Killick? What are you saying?
I mean, Theodis. All I'm saying is we have a limited amount of time while they are still charmed, and we might be able to become friends with them after that time. We have a chance to defuse this.
No, I think we're already past.
Was
I know it happened. I think it happened, and they're still like chill with us, but also I don't want to be too meta. But I'm like,
well, no, there's a spell plague. I assume that it's still going, but it's just a random timer at the moment.
I don't want to be too meta about it, but you can see that Illican is like, stop giving them information for free.
Wait, did you say you do know where Theodis is? If we could find him, that'd be really useful for us.
Ooh, I might have gotten my names mixed up. I thought you meant I thought you said Seamus, to be honest.
But I'm sure.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure at this point it is like not. It is obvious that like Illican is like Ixnay on the Eodiste. It's like he's not subtle. So like, if they're not stupid, they can see that we've played our hand.
But they're also it seems like the magical compulsion is a little bit more extreme than a usual charm emotions, and it also seems to be lasting longer. But they have sort of attached themselves to you, and it's funny. You are going closer to the outpost, and they are like, "Oh no, well, are you sure you don't have it? It's really important to us.
Okay,
we get this in."
Let's say we did know something. We need your bikes. We will tell you if you let us take your bikes.
Well, I mean, we can't give you all 3 of our bikes, but I guess that I could ride back on Killick's and you could have one. Don't see why it would hurt.
Can all 3 of us fit on one?
I can turn into a horse, so if no, that's...
Furbog and a human or a half elf probably could, but all 3 of you probably couldn't.
And we'll need 2, friend.
No.
Can't do that. Your friend shapeshifts.
Oh, I shouldn't have told him.
That doesn't mean you don't tire. A machine does not tire.
Now,
wait a minute. You are biological machinery. You need rest.
Well said.
Well, I suppose the one will do. I suppose the one will do. Nell, go ahead and keep telling them what you were telling them.
Okay, so just to update, we were talking to Shemeshka the Marauder. She gave us a coin, and it just happened to have the soul of Theodis in it. I do not know how he died. We know nothing about him or his party. But here is a coin.
No, you cannot have it.
You can't. You can't see the. You can't take the coin. The coin is ours, but you may see it.
We have given you the information.
Do you have the soul coin with Theodis? It would be in your inventory.
It's Illican.
It's in Illican's.
No,
I can imagine it screaming.
Exactly. I don't pull it out. I do not pull it out.
Okay. I'm trying to think about how this would work. Let me roll something.
Because we need Theodis's soul for one of.
Well, I'm not giving it to
I know.
right.
I'm just saying. Yeah. We needed soul for one of the quests, right? Or we need the coin.
We do, yes.
They say. Hang on a second. So. You have a soul coin containing Kid Theodis. And from
I
your
mean,
satchel,
he's yeah. I mean, he's pretty adamant that he's an adult. I have my doubts, but yes, basically, and we're now on a quest to go save some people he knows, I guess. That you may or may not know.
Any more information will require 2 motorcycles.
I will.
And they look each other over, and they nod, and they say, Drukus, I guess that you should give him the contract. Wink. And
I heard that
Drukus
wink.
It was a very unsubtle wink.
They actually said wink.
Yeah,
You don't verbalize wink.
No.
You just wink.
No, roll that back. Walk us through that one. What was the wink, bud?
Do dragonfolk blink? Like, I thought, like, lizards, they just lick their eyes. So,
Don't
like, winking
be
for them would actually be
racist
verbal.
at this moment.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
not
this is
the
me way of talking. This is Quinn's
saying
race, not fucking, like...
you wink in my games.
Anyway.
With both eyelids.
I will smite you if you come against us. By Ogma's knowledge, I will bring you down.
And they say that's perfectly understood. I mean, you guys seem like sound as a pound, so hopefully it won't come to that.
And worse than that even, you'd hurt my feelings. So don't do it.
You can see one of them, like, little tears start welling up in their eyes when you say that. Like, we wouldn't think of it.
What is this contract?
Contract for use of the bikes. It's really more of keeping it in the stable. We're a reconnaissance group sent out by Leo. Just to find information. So he's made some deals with Shemeshka and other dark powers, and we're just gonna go to the pub and
what is
see
your
what we see.
Master Leo's goal?
Just between us. Is it just between us?
As you say.
Yeah.
If you say so.
It's my understanding that he's seeking a very powerful magical artifact. Some friends of Theodos were in possession of. I believe it's called the Elder Wand. Don't know anything about it.
Sounds old and powerful.
Very powerful. Some people say it was a Dark Lord. It's phylactery. Some people say it was Strahd's.
Well, we're looking for the friends. We're not necessarily looking for the one. Like, maybe we don't have
You know, it won't be an issue. We might not even. It's fine. Like, if we told Leo anything, we promise to keep your names out of our mouths, all right? We're coup de la. Coup de la.
Good. As you say. Can I roll an insight just to check. 23 to see if
You can tell where the charm is residual.
Yeah.
You can see the intentions are honest.
for now. They give us a contract?
Yeah, they give you a contract for use of the bikes. Or
3
one
bikes?
bike.
One bike?
One bike.
Well, it has been a pleasure doing business with you. We really must be away, though.
Us too. We're running late. Gotta get headed this way.
Oh, see ya.
Oh, That was... Whoa, we did it. Let's go. Good job, everybody.
I feel like it might have been quicker to go back to the bar and get a contract at this point.
Well, I don't think... I just wasn't confident that it would have been as easy as that. I think she would have given us another job to do.
Hell's about bureaucracy, right? So, makes sense.
It's all about deals. Wheeling and dealing. And now I know why they say wheeling. Let us go. Yeah, we head back over to the pen. And I hold the contract aloft. Let's say, read it and weep.
Butter my biscuits. Oh, god damn you.
Wow, you're very polite for somebody who lives in hell.
Get on the bike and get the fuck out of here.
Does god damn mean a good thing? I don't know. Sorry.
I keep the soul coin that I got from them separate in a different pocket or bag from my Theodis coin. Just so
that's fine.
Right.
You still hear the muffle. Not a kid.
I pull out the new coin and I hold it to my ear.
It's just a low moan, ambient moan.
I climb up onto the bike.
I will join Illican.
It's essentially, it's got a main seat, but it also, the back part of it looks like someone could sit down on it. Made out of the same leather. It's a rather beastly looking bike. Maybe a little small for Illican, but it's a big bike nonetheless.
You feel confident handling this thing, big guy?
We will see. And I take the coin and I drop it in the slot.
Giannis puts like theirs in, like a similar kind of.
Oh,
nose.
Yeah. We only need one. I think we only need to put one coin in.
Two bites, right?
No, we only got one.
Noticed. There's a meter.
You need to shapeshift.
It's filled up about halfway. When you put your soul coin in, it goes to about 3/4 of the way. Janus puts their coin in, it goes up. It's a full tank.
Oh wait.
Oh, cute.
Oh, okay. If we're
I
playing
still
by
have my
rule,
one.
there are mechanics for these.
It is not. Nope.
Well, I suppose good use.
Haven't read it. Don't care.
Nice. Cool.
Infuriating.
If I go by the rules, it's upsetting. If I don't go by the rules, it's upsetting. It's fucking double bind.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go for
I think infuriating is a little bit much.
No, it is. I'm being hyperbolic. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What's a fast thing?
So, yeah, you press the button and turn on the engine, and it growls.
I pull the handle.
Yep, you're able to maneuver it, and you shoot out of the garage and into the plains of hell.
I actually need to head out to work really soon.
Okay, well, I think that'll be a good stopping point then.
I think Giannis would turn into a giant bat to follow you guys.
Oh,
bat out of hell.
Oh yeah.
What's gonna?
I keep forgetting I have winged boots also, but they only last for like 2 hours.
It's cool
at a time.
Anyways, that's a pretty good stopping point. So yeah, good session, everyone.
We didn't get into a fight.
Really fun.
We almost got into a fight.
Came pretty
nearly
close. Almost got into two fights.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm gonna put in the chat that I'm a big bat so that I remember for next time.
I'm a big bat.
I'm a big bat in the chat.
Well, I'm not sure how much of this was saved or what have you, but
oh no, it's all there.
Cool. Cool.
All of it.
Conversation. Oh no.
Oh god. It's cool.
All right.
We're gonna look back on it and yeah. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you all soon. Bye.